Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you see me?
See,
Okay, it should be live. You can see on your phone whether it's live on Facebook. It should be live.
that's live. Let me see. Hold on.
Okay,
Let me see.
I think it's live. Yeah, I think we are live. Yeah.
Um, I don't see it. I don't see your live. Oh no, that's because I ain't your friend. I just added you. I thought we was
Did you
already.
add me as a friend?
Yeah, I thought we was already. I thought we was already friends. My bad. I just did it. I just did it. That's my fault. That
Yeah,
was
because
my fault right
I
there.
added you.
Yeah, that's my fault.
You good?
Just following. That's what it was. It was following. Usually when you following them, they be your friends too. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I followed you. Yeah.
It's still not letting me see.
Okay,
Well,
that's probably why, because we're not friends.
that's why I'm sure for sure. I sent you a
Yeah.
request though.
Yeah, that's probably why, because it's not. It says live, though. Let me see, make sure. It says live. It's public, go live. Okay, we should be live. It
Okay.
says preparing for live.
It
Yeah, we
said it
live.
being it said it's been live stream.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to LashayVenturePodcastPresents. Podcast. I have a special guest here with me. I'm going to go ahead and let him introduce himself.
Aj Chase, director, producer, filmmaker, writer of owner of Blind Faith Films, also a manager as well. I'm glad to be here. Thank you for having me.
So, what made you get into this industry? Like, how did you get introduced into this industry that you're in now?
For one, I've always been a fan of movies. I'm a movie buff. I love movies, and where I grew up at, the best way to escape a lot of the stuff that the product instead of being a product of your environment, you kind of escape by watching a good film or watching a good TV show and things of that nature. And I just fell in love with just a good story that made you feel good, a feel good story that made you feel right at home. It made you laugh. It just changed your whole mood, how you felt about life.
Okay. So, like, how did you get into like the directing and everything? Like, getting your own company. Like, how did you go about that? Like, did you start? Where did you start from? You can tell everybody where you started from.
Started from ground zero. I started as a writer. I was I started
Hmm.
writing. Um, and no, where it started was I have a friend. My best friend's name is Dirty, T.R. Wells, and he's a comedian. And he
Hmm.
stayed in Houston. Stays in Houston. He's there now. And when he moved back up here, we hit the comedy scene hard. But while he was down there, I was helping writing. I helped write some material and things of that nature. And he recorded
Hmm.
it. I saw the people laugh at the stuff that I wrote, and it kind of sparked it. Like, damn, you know what? Let me write a show or a story. So I started writing that. He moved up here. When he moved up here, it was go time. We hit one mic, we hit punchline consistently. Every week I'm making sure that we get to every spot. I'm making sure that his face getting seen. It's an imprint being made. And while doing that, I created, this show. I wrote a show and
Hmm.
I was still writing different projects at the same time. And later on, he moved back to Houston, and I kept writing. I went back to Punchline just to hang out, and get more inspiration. And that's when I ended up meeting Mike again. And me and Mike, uh, we got together on some business brotherhood type thing. And after that, we wanted to create this show, bring this show out. So we met with different directors, and I didn't have a good, let's just say they didn't leave a good impression with me. It wasn't it wasn't good
Mm.
business. I ain't like that. I ain't like
Yeah,
the way
you like how they was moving.
I ain't like the way they carried themselves and the way they take care of business. And after that, I made the decision to put myself in school. And I'm like, yo, I know how I got the vision. I write it, I see it. Shit, let's do it. I can shoot it. So I put myself in school and started. I shot a couple short films in school,
Mm-hmm.
and we gearing up to go into pre-production for Marcy and Me, our first show. First show. So directing
That's
that,
what's up. So
producing that.
you basically you put yourself out there like I look I can do this because I don't want to be dealing with no janky promoters or nobody that ain't no good for me. So you just put yourself out there. You tried it on
Yeah,
your
and at the same time, I don't want nobody to ever go through that either. Like somebody that's like
yeah.
starting off, creating, writing, doing something in the space, and
You want people
I
to be
don't,
feel
I don't,
comfortable and not
for sure,
overbearing. Yeah, yeah, I
for
got
sure.
you.
I want to be somebody. I am somebody that's gonna take somebody that's working with something and try to help them get to the next level. That's it. That's just me, you know. And I ain't want nobody to ever go through like bad business the way I went through that. I ain't like that. So
Um,
I wanted to step in that position.
so you decide to create your own opportunities for others.
Mhm.
The
Correct.
better opportunities
Absolutely
instead of
correct.
getting messed over. And that's a great thing to do because a lot of people won't do that. When you make it's good to open doors for other people because like it's not a lot of chances out there and opportunities out there where they won't mess over you. It's a lot of scammers out there, so you got to be careful who you give your money to, how you move, and the things that you do, especially in
Bet
different
on,
industries.
you gotta bet on yourself sometimes. Bet on God, bet on yourself,
That's it.
and it's gonna work out.
Yeah. What do you enjoy most about being a writer, director, and a producer for each one?
Seeing it, as far as writing, I like creating the story. I like the feeling of just creating all these different characters, plot, and being in this creative space and and being able to put something down that makes sense, that's relative and 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 that you can see as you write. And it's just a euphoric feeling. I like that's the part I really love about that. As far as directing is it's like delivering the baby. If writing was the baby that was inside the stomach that was like that you're taking care of for 9 months,
Mm-hmm.
directing is seeing that baby being born and, and holding it and watching it all for the first time and taking it home and all that type of fun stuff. And that's what directing is. You're able to see that 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 product that was written. You get to
Mm-hmm.
play a part in watching it become a whole person, a whole entity.
Hmm. That's like
And
having a
that's
baby. You get to be able to see them grow up. So in this
exactly
directing thing, you didn't, like you say in acting, you're carrying your baby for 9 months, and then in
it.
directing, you get to see your baby play out, basically
It's
grow.
crazy. I'm talking about from casting to rehearsals to picking out a location to just picking out the right team to do this with. It's
Hmm.
it's just an amazing process going from, the writing process to the directing process. And as far as the producing process, that's where being a guerrilla filmmaker comes into play.
Hmm.
Um, just starting being a rookie in this game, you know, you kind of you kind of want to make something out of nothing. You want to get the best results um, with what you have, which is a small budget, small crew,
Yeah.
and you want to be able to make the best product. And that part of producing and being a guerrilla filmmaker is really the grind. That's the grind because now you're meeting with people. You're trying to get doors open to where they're going to allow it to be promoted here, your show to be promoted here, They're gonna allow you to film here. They're gonna
Mhm.
allow you to wear these clothes. It's just you meeting people that want to
Opportunity.
invest. Yeah, man. That,
Yeah.
so yeah, so now you go from the parent, that nursed it home, and now you gotta go get the crib and the clothes to make sure this kid can be
Yeah.
raised right. So
Yeah.
that's the producing part, you know what I'm saying? And it's a blessing that I got help, which is Mike Larry. He's a producer, he's like the main producer, executive producer on the show. So it's a big thing to have him because he definitely trailblazed as far as like showing me how to navigate and produce the right way.
So you like shadow him, like to make sure you're doing right. Like he helps you like to go the right way. Correct.
For sure.
That's always good to have somebody to shadow and be able to show you the right way.
That's what, yeah.
What is guerrilla filmmaking and why does it fit your style? Like, what is it? Can you
Oh
describe
well,
it to me?
yeah, guerrilla filmmaking is like I said, you have a little budget, you got the product, you got a small crew, you find the locations without the permits. It's really
Mhm.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. Just being gangster with it. Just being gangster with your filming. It's like, yo, skip talking to these people about if we're gonna shoot here, we're gonna shoot here. We're gonna talk
Mhm.
to them later. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm. It's just going
It's
out,
really
like it's going out, and you
it's
taking a chance. Like, forget it. I'm just gonna shoot it. I ain't gotta talk to them. I'm gonna do what I gotta do. Shoot this movie and go about
taking
my
care of
business.
business. Yeah, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
taking care of business. And it
Yeah.
fits my style because that's me. You know, I ain't have nobody,
To show
kind
you.
of usher me into this position.
Yeah.
I kind of just like I use, God's discernment, my
Mhm.
vision, and just the grind. Like, of course, I had like a few people that allowed me in the door.
Mhm.
Like, you come in the door and shit. You gotta find a way to get your own seat. You gotta find
That
your own way
part.
to do this and that. Yeah,
You
so
can't expect
at the
for you
first,
can't expect for to get in the door and then everybody else do the work for you. You gotta do the backup work for it. So you gotta put work in it.
for
It ain't just
sure, for
handed
sure.
to you on a silver platter. You gotta do your work too.
I have guerrilla filmmaking, and that's me. So, and I like doing it. I like always being able to get to the success. To get to being successful, I don't care what way we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. But if I got to do it without worrying about depending on something that's not dependable, I'm gonna go ahead and do it because there's a lot of people that their future depends on that. It don't depend on anybody else. It depends on you and what you're gonna do. So I'd rather lead you to water and show you to swim, drink, and everything rather than just get you there and stuff. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, it leads you to water and then you just drown. Cause
yeah. I ain't doing
how
that.
can you jump into a water? How can you jump into a pool and you can't swim? You're not a duck
No,
pedal, of course, but how can you jump into something and you can't swim?
that's not
What is the
happening.
point of it? That's not the odds and the point of it. I'm gonna let you jump in this water, but I'm gonna teach you how to swim. That's why they have swim lessons. I'm gonna teach you how to swim so you can know which way to
Get you
go. You
there.
can know not to drown. Yeah, get you
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
What's been your biggest challenge as a film company owner? Like, what's been your biggest challenge that you have come in contact with?
Probably just timing, like working with different time,
Mm-hmm.
different schedules of different people, and getting
You
everybody
balance
to be on
it.
the same schedule. That's probably like the toughest part. Um, and keeping the team riled up, keeping them ready, even though it might be a process. Keeping everybody ready and still staying as excited about the product as ever. During the patient time, when you're trying to put the schedules and perfect timing together. That's really the toughest part right there.
How do you
Because
balance that? Like, how do you balance that with all your the things that you have to do in like your regular life? How you balance it?
to be honest, I pray and I'll tap in. I'll tap in. One thing about like my cast, my crew, I tap in. I let them know, and I'm very transparent with what we're doing here and
Mm-hmm.
where we're going. They know that it's a serious thing that we got going on. So it's delicate. We're gonna do it the right way, but it's all about communication and being transparent. That's really just the major part about it. Because I can say every person that's on my cast, they they pack a punch. They making noise in real life and doing a lot of things. So the best thing I can do is always to be supportive of what they're doing. That's number one, and also be transparent. Like this ain't ain't nothing stopping. We
Mm.
constantly working every day to get to execute. So it's that communication overall, communication, keeping that being transparent.
What projects are
That's
you
how.
currently working on right now?
Right now, I'm still in school. I'm actually in my final semester, so I only have a couple months left. So that's pretty cool. I can't
Congratulations.
wait to finish. I appreciate it. And right now, I'm currently working on a short film called The Butcher. It's actually a horror film, something different from me. And
Horror.
meanwhile,
You like horror movies?
yeah, yeah, it's a thriller. It's something different from me for sure. Yeah, it's something different. I love it. I can't wait to bring it to life. We working on going into production for that as soon as next month, as soon as August. And simultaneously, the main project, which is Marcy and Me, that's my baby. That's the main show that's locked and loaded. That where Mike's producing on it. We got some
Hmm.
heavy hitters on there, man. Some real heavy hitters. We got the debut of Chelsea. She first time actress. She kills it. Cassie, I mean, Cass, she's amazing. Both of them stars of the show. And you got Lala, you got my boy Johnny. It's a lot of people on there. A lot of comedians. She's ill. She's on there. And it's a lot of like, uh, man, it's flustered right now. Hold on. Damn. I got a lot of great people on there. I ain't gonna lie. I got a lot of great people on there. It's gonna be crazy. That's the major project.
If you could give your younger self some advice right now, what would you tell your younger self and why?
I tell my younger self I would tell my younger self to trust God sooner. For sure. Listen to him sooner, follow sooner. Don't think that you can, control everything.
Don't think
Let
that you
go
can
and
do
let
it in
God,
the background.
yeah, let go and let God do his thing. That's what I tell myself. You all good. Just let God do it, man. Let God handle it. That's probably what I tell myself for sure.
If you could, if your life could be a movie right now, what would you call it?
So that's a good one. Damn, that's a good one. What I call it? Uh, I have to call it blind faith.
Mm. Why would you call it that?
Because every choice, every decision that I made in life has been built off blind faith. So, and everything turned out sweet.
I like
Everything turned
that.
out good. Yeah.
I like
So
that
I call it
blind.
blind faith.
Yeah, I like that. What gave you that name for your filming? Like, what gave you that?
Company.
Like,
Uh, because that's what before it was a film, before it was a company, it was a thing. It was already a thing. We always talked me and my homies, we always talked about blind faith. And we was
hmm.
just big on that, just like to understand that like everything you do in life is built off blind faith. Whether everything I've done in life is built off blind faith, whether it was street stuff, uh, or a job, whatever. What happens is you get presented with a situation that doesn't have an a definite outcome that lets
Hmm.
you know that it's going to be successful. So in everything that you're doing, it's almost blind. It's blind faith. Every single thing. You jump off the
You
porch,
walking by faith. You don't know what's
you
gonna
walk
happen.
on blind faith. You don't know what's going to
Yes.
happen,
You
but you
don't know what's gonna
survive.
happen between today and tomorrow, but it's just your faith is what keeping you going.
For
Basically,
sure. Have a blind faith in God, just knowing like, and that's what it was. Like first, I was just blind to my faith because I
Hmm.
was, I come from the streets. You know what I'm saying? The project, like the hood. So it's like. You be blind to the faith that you got. You get talked about. I mean, not get talked about, but you talk about faith, religion, all that type of good stuff. But you don't really understand what be the things that was keeping you alive, things of that nature. And when you survive and you have that moment of clarity, you kind of realize, like, yeah, it was your blind faith and
They
God
kept.
that actually kept you alive, that kept you going. So it's like instead of betting on you putting your blind faith chips in the wrong thing, I bet it on a good thing now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm betting on
for
I'm
for a
putting
better outcome.
myself and what I'm betting on myself now, basically.
Sure.
And there's nothing wrong
Yeah,
with it. It's always good to bet on
sure.
yourself because if you don't bet on yourself, ain't nobody else gonna bet on you. You are your bet.
Exactly.
You are like they say, your biggest enemy could be yourself because you're holding yourself back from doing what you know you need to do. So our biggest enemy can be ourselves. What's some advice that you would give to inspiring people that's coming out trying to do what you're doing right now in the industry?
School, you know, go to school, and because that will put you in the environment of like-minded people. The
Mm,
hardest thing that you will do, and the uh, one of the hardest things in this world to do is convey what your dreams are and things of that nature to people that just don't get it. Or, when your vision is past the ceiling, it's out of space, and shit, they can't even see outside the room. So it's going to be kind of hard to stay fired up, you know what I'm
mm.
saying, and stay ready and stay consistent at what you want to chase.
Chase your
So
dream.
yeah, chasing your dreams is gonna be hard to do if if you're not around like-minded people. You know, you might fall by the wayside. I ain't gonna say you will, nothing definite, but you might. So definitely, I would say go to school. Going to school puts you in position to be around people that wants the same thing as you when it comes to your passion and what you wanna do for the rest of your life. And that's the benefit. You're with people that's hungry, that's ready to get it going, that want to build something from the ground up,
Mm-hmm.
and that's the best position that you could put yourself in.
Like-minded people.
For sure, for sure. That's the best position you could put yourself in.
Yeah. Be around people who want to do what you want to do, like who inspired to do what you're doing. Because there's a lot
Yeah,
of people
because
that
maybe
don't have
because
the inspiration.
yeah, because like in film school, excuse me, in film school, I like my goal is to direct to be the best writer. You got 20 people in class, it's not 20 people that want to do that. You got a person that want to be the best at sound. You got a person that love lighting. A person that
Mm-hmm.
love like production design. That's your team. That's your team. It's like you're able to put these things together. And you don't know how hard it is just to go out into the real world and go find that
Exactly.
without you having to, you know what I'm saying? You having to break bread of course you want to break bread with your team and make some money and things of that nature. But when you're first coming up from the ground up, you really don't have much
That
but
part.
a fucking dollar in a dream. So it's a benefit to be around people that's hungry just like you and want to be a part of something, and that's something that's
And y'all
tangible that
can
can
eventually
grow.
work together, you know. Y'all might be
Exactly,
eventually working together. So that's just the opportunity for you.
absolutely
Yeah.
correct. Kay the Barber, that's my baby. Shout out Kay the Barber. That's Kay the Barber. Got the other comedians. That's my baby. She in the show too. If anybody else in the show, I forgot my bad. You know what I'm saying?
What is one lesson life have taught you throughout the years?
Don't give up. Don't give up. Tomorrow is a day to be able to start over new. Um, That's it. That's the best thing. I think life has always taught me. A lot of people dwell on your yesterday, so
Mm-hmm.
you gotta they so they should make it to your tomorrow.
Yeah,
So
I get it.
and that's the best thing I can say. You know what I'm saying? Like just stay locked in, keep going. That's just that's it, man. For real,
Got to.
for real. I ain't gonna
Got
lie.
to. Got to.
That's really it. Stay consistent, stay persistent every day, even when it don't show. It's keep going, keep thinking to get to that goal. That's it. Real talk.
What is your definition of success?
My definition of success.
Mm-hmm.
My definition of success is like, I mean, it's only personal. Everybody has their own, definition of it, for real. But my definition of success is you setting a goal and accomplishing it, small or big, no matter what it is. That's success. You have a goal, you accomplish it. That's success. You're able to do something that you weren't able to do before. That's success. Somebody
Yes.
say that you can't do something and you do it. That's success. Don't nobody need to see it. Don't nobody need to know
Exactly. It's your journey.
it. Yep.
It's your journey.
hmm
Can you tell everyone where to find you at on your platforms, your social medias?
Oh yeah. AJ Chase on Instagram. AJ Chase 11.11 on Facebook. Alonzo Jackson. Those are the only two. That's what I'm rocking with right now. I do got TikTok and all that stuff. I don't really be on there like that. I
I
can't even
don't
say the
even be on
name.
TikTok. I just do
My
Facebook
profile
and
names on there. It's
yeah.
Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah. Do you have any questions for me?
How long you been doing this?
A year.
That's what's up. That's what's up. What made you want to get into this?
Um, like I tell everybody, I was looking at like everybody else had like their own little callings and dreams and different stuff like that. You know how they say you got a calling on your life.
hmm
I was like, everybody doing all this stuff. The only thing I know how to do is talk. And I know how to write too, you know.
Right.
So I was like, well, I'm gonna just start my podcast. I'm gonna start a podcast. I started doing it in person. When I first started, I stopped because I just felt like wasn't nobody coming, gave up, and then when I came across this satellite radio, it's called a Block 105, and I put like all my interviews on there. And I ended up going on there and started doing it there. I started talking back doing it, and then I have my books. I wrote my books. They published on Amazon as well. You can go read them.
Did
And
that? And will. Okay.
thank
And
you,
will.
thank you. But yeah, I think it's just like a calling. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna even lie. I had a little spaz wanting to give up not too long ago because it'd be like, you're not as far in the industry, and when people don't show up or you get a disappointment when you bet on yourself. Literally, I betted on
Uh,
myself because I was
yeah.
supposed to go somewhere and it didn't even happen. And I was like, man, I'm just gonna stop this whole thing. And then I was like, you know what? Nah, I ain't gonna do it
That's
because
what it's
like
about.
it's easy to give up. So
So easy.
I had people
Like
talk.
I gotta. I like to say, don't let doubt in your house. It'll kick you out.
Yes, it definitely will. Like, and I was just like, it ain't. I think what for me is because I'm not big, like I say, in the industry. Everybody has their own journey, but I'm learning, like, this is my journey, this is my process. I might not be as big as yet, but God know what He doing. Everything's it's a time and a season for everything. He know what He doing, and I just feel like when that time comes for me to get big, I'll be there. But they always say the underdogs always end up on top. So I might be at the bottom right now, but I know eventually I'm gonna be at the top.
No, I see it. I see the grind, man. I see the grind. I'm not gonna lie. See the grind. Definitely got. And now, like I said, I got people in H Town, man. I got know a lot of comedians down there. Got to start a little pipeline. We go ahead, pop that to them. And they can get on the stream and talk, have good
I would
sessions with you.
definitely be honored for that. Yeah, I definitely, I'm grateful for everything and everybody I have encountered, everybody who came on my show, everybody. It's just like I'm grateful for that and I'm honored, because I would never think I'd be here. You know what I mean? So I'm very grateful and I'm very honored. I always try to stay humble. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, when I feel like I want to give up, God, I always have that. Like something end up happening because like I said, I might get the let downs, turn downs, but that's all a part of business. I just feel like I'm not gonna rush my process no more. I'm gonna let God do it. I feel like I've been trying to rush the
See?
process,
No, you
but
can't do that.
I can't do
Let
that.
go and let God. He got it. He
Yeah.
got it. He got it. Well,
So,
that's the only main question I have for you.
that's just how I started though. Like, and I love to write. I'm still writing. But that's one thing I love to do. I feel like writing is an outlet Like you said when you were saying like you can be different, a different person. I feel like that's an outlet of being a different person.
Let's talk about what you write. What do you write?
I have books based on my life. I have 4 books on Amazon right now, and these books are really like the first book is very drama filled, but it's real good though. It's good, but like
I'm
it's
out to break
basically
some
on my
bread.
life and stuff. Yep, I done got into like writing poems too as well. So
Okay.
yeah,
That's
so
all. That's what I meant. Like, what type of writing you do other than the books that you got, of course.
yeah,
Like, you do some
I
other
like
type of writing. That's dope.
I've been doing the poems. I just write how I feel, Um, whatever mood I'm in, I feel like writing is like a therapy.
It's very much it is. I'm
Yeah,
trying to tell you it is. I feel good when I write. I ain't gonna lie. Some of the best times I be having, I'm chilling in my zone,
and just
listening to
writing,
music, writing. Yeah,
and that's how I'm.
I agree.
I like the water. So if I go by the water, I just start writing.
I agree. The water is very like a peaceful place. People don't know that, and that's a real peaceful place
It
just to
is.
go, space out and go on, get creative. It definitely is. I agree with that wholeheartedly.
I feel like the water is like what a piece that I feel like my daddy passed in 2014, and I feel like whenever I go to water, I communicate with him like it's so peaceful. I love the water. I love like the water is beautiful. It's one place I feel like you can communicate with God too. Like the water is so peaceful.
Yeah, I
I
agree.
love it. I definitely
Agree.
love it. So, I just every time like I said I get an email back or somebody say okay I accept the invitation I be like okay girl you ain't done with it yet. I want to give up but nah you say nah. Mm-mm.
You ain't done till it's over.
Yeah, it's easy to give up like somebody told me like a long time ago in an interview it's easier to give up. It's easy to give up but it makes you go more. It makes you more hungry for it when you see like it's doing a process. Like, all right, look good. I ain't gonna do this. Nah, that's what you thought you weren't gonna do. Like,
That's what I did. Like I just enjoy the process, man. The process of like if it's something that you want to do in life, you just enjoy the process. Ain't nothing in this world gonna ever be. It's just clean slates, boom, easy like that. Yeah, enjoy the process. Enjoy the process and enjoy the progress day
yeah,
by day. That's all you can do. That's all you can do for real.
that's. I think that's for me. Like, That's what I'm starting to learn. Like to just enjoy. Like, what's for you is for you. Who's gonna go with you is gonna go with you. Who's meant to go with you is gonna go with you. Like on your journey, I feel like you have different journeys in life, and you just don't never know what God is doing. You have His way of, hey, look, I'm gonna put you here, and you gonna go this way, you gonna go that way, but it's all His process. It's all part of His plan. You can't rush that.
Mine, ain't mine.
Yeah. I just, I'm like, okay, well, that's why I told myself yesterday. I was like, well, God, just do it because I be just want to rush, but I'm like, it ain't gonna happen like that. He do things for a reason, and I'm starting to understand why. You know.
Mhm. Yeah, I can understand.
Yeah, I do. But I enjoy. I do enjoy talking to you all, hearing your stories and where you guys come from. More of a real talk conversation because you're so used to getting on these podcasts and they be all in your business and they be just want to know drama. No,
Hmm.
same with this phone. This real conversation, real talk, good conversation, like communicating with people, getting to know people, like that all that
I
drama.
appreciate it. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate the opportunity, like for real. Be able to
Of course,
share my story and my passions
yeah,
and things of that nature.
I love it. I'm glad you did accept my invitation. Like I'll be honored
But
and I'll be humbled when you guys do accept my invitation. Like me and the other man was saying, like you still be like, dang, this person, I'm talking to this person. I still do that in all my interviews because I be like, man, I watched them on TV. Like,
yeah,
yeah, like so.
yeah,
I'm just like always humble and I'm grateful. Like grateful. You have to be humble and grateful for the opportunity. The most thing is always to stay humble because you'll never get nowhere in life trying to be above the program. No.
100%,
Stay humble,
hundred
remain
percent.
humble. You can celebrate, you know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with celebrating, but I always stay humble because in this industry, you don't know what's gonna happen. You'll be up
Really
today,
don't.
tomorrow.
There's so many people looking for jobs in this industry and things of that nature, man. That's why I try to put myself in a position to be the one giving jobs rather than looking for
Exactly.
one. So,
Yeah,
but
it's hard. There's a lot of people out there working and doing it. So it takes work. You got to be working. You got to work still to pay bills at home. You still have a. That's why I always ask, how do you balance it? Because you still got home to take care of. You know.
like I said, well, I mean, shit, when it's something what you want to do,
Yeah.
there ain't no such thing as tired. There ain't no such thing as like because once you get there, what you gonna complain? It's gonna be
And
even more
plus, you
stuff to
got to
do.
be hungry for it. You
It's
can't
gonna
get
be
there
even
and
if
then
you
stop. It's gonna be
right.
hard.
If you thought that you was going through anything now, once the doors open and you get any success, could you imagine what type of stuff is gonna be going on? That's all the stuff that you want, gonna want. So it's like, yo, let's go. Shit,
That's
this ain't nothing.
yeah.
This ain't
Definitely,
nothing.
most definitely. This ain't nothing, baby, because
This ain't
higher
nothing.
levels, baby, new devils. So
For
this
real,
ain't
for
nothing
real.
to what you experiencing right now to what you about to experience. I'm trying to prepare you in the process so you can know how to handle
Exactly.
it. Yeah,
I say, hey, you preparing us for the circles that you're gonna be in, not for the one that you in. I'm trying
that
to tell you,
part.
man, it's a serious, it's a serious journey.
Yeah, I did.
For
I
real.
received it. I think that's what God is trying to prepare me for that. Because it's not gonna be the same. You're not gonna be around the same people. You getting into a whole new environment. Like this is different.
Shit. And all in your space, shit, you able to reach out to everybody across. You look, I'm in Michigan, you in Houston, you feel me? So you able to reach out like your grind could be nonstop. You can reach out to people all across the world, man.
That's
Cali,
what I
you
be
you never,
doing.
yeah, I'm already knowing. I'm already knowing. I'm like, man, man, all it is day by day grinds. It's over. Okay, nothing,
Yes,
don't nothing stop
because
this. It's
people feel
trying to
like
tell
that's
you,
not work, but that is work. Like you
man, that
ain't really
work.
doing it. You send out emails. No, when you gotta go from here to here, you gotta look at people pages and study them. Like, all right, look, I want to go this. You got your no's and you got your no responses, and you got the ones that's gonna
Yeah,
show up, and you got the ones that's like, all right, I'm gonna come, but then don't show up.
that's all.
So
That's all.
that's been the process with me. Like you got some that say they gonna come and then they don't come.
So great. Trust me. I
So
remember I used to do interviews in the past, like
man,
way past and stuff. You know, I can say that's definitely a strong, business to be in, to deal with people, things of that nature. So I salute you for real.
thank you. Thank
Mhm.
you so much. Thank you so much for coming on my platform today to share your journey. And just thank you so much. Thank you so
No, thank
much
you.
for
I
taking time
appreciate
out
you.
your day to even come and talk to me.
No, for sure, ain't no thing, man. And I appreciate you. I appreciate the opportunity, and I'm sending you blood, love, and blessings, man. And I'm seeing some people too, that you need to
Cool,
holler at.
cool,
I'm in
cool.
FaceTime.
Thank you so much. I'm all open for that. I'm all open to interviewing everybody. Well, thank you so much, and you have a good day. Have a blessed day today.
Bless you as well. Thank you. Peace out.